Khairi Abaza is a senior fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracy and visited Egypt just last week. He is with us from Washington. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
This political drama that's progressing in Egypt, is this a healthy sign for you, or could this be spiraling out of control?
Well, it could. It's healthy in the sense that people care about politics. It's healthy in the sense that there are people who fight for freedom, but it can descend into much more violent confrontation. It is a serious risk.
Now, while you were there in the country, what kind of vibe did you get from the people there?
Well, the vibe that I had is determination. People are determined not to give up until they get a constitution that protect their liberties and that is balanced and in which most Egyptians and the constitution that most Egyptians can relate to. The problem of this constitution, it was drafted only by the Islamist parties, approved only by the Islamist parties. It's not inclusive, so it has a lot of problems that, and these are the consequences of this draft constitution.
Now, President Morsi backed away from these new powers that he awarded himself just a week ago. Why do you think he did that?
Well, the pressure in the street, we have seen protests not only in Cairo and Alexandria, but nationwide in all the main cities in the country. People are threatening to strike. The court started to function. So he had to make a small concession, but this is an empty gesture in the sense that the core issue is the constitution. It's not the extra power that he granted himself for until the constitution is granted. He gave a concession on what is not the core issue. That is the referendum on the constitution, on a constitution that is not seen as democratic by the people who are protesting.
What do you believe most of the opposition, the voices of opposition, would like to see reflected in the constitution?
Well, first, when we come to the drafting of a constitution, everyone should be represented. There are issues with the liberties. There are issues with the protection and power and autonomy given to the military itself. There are issues with the way religion is going to be used in this constitution. So there is a series of problems with this constitution. Also, even if the constitution, if this constitution is approved with 51%, it means that 50% of the population would not agree on this constitution. Mm-hmm. So it is important not only to have a majority, but to have a consensus around a constitution.
What about the military in all of this? We know what kind of a key role they play in Egypt.
Well, the military is non-ideologic in Egypt. The military have been ruling the country from behind a military president or else for 60 years. So as long as the interests of the military are protected and as long as maybe the security situation does not deteriorate to the point in which they would interfere, I don't think that they would interfere in the way they did before. Because this constitution that Morsi wants to have approved gives a lot of privileges to the military. So for now, I don't think they would do much.
A crucial week in this countdown to the referendum. Khairi Abaza from the Foundation for Defense of Democracy, thank you very much.